Hello everyone, I'm Terry Duke, and welcome to my channel. If there's one thing I've learned in my adult life, is that there's always a first time to learn something. Mount & Blade Warband might be close to 16 years old, but there are always new players and people who are utterly clueless for how to do certain things, so here's a complete guide on cheating in Warband, from the simplest method to the somewhat more complex. The most straightforward way to cheat in Warband is by enabling cheats in the launcher. To do this, launch the game from Steam, and in Configure, under the Game tab, tick the box for enabling cheats. If you're using the script enhancer version, which I strongly recommend for better performance, the option will not be on the launcher, instead you'll find it in the game, in the options menu, under the campaign tab. From there, cheats in the game are very straightforward, as they only involve using a few keyboard shortcuts in different areas of the game to get something done. In the inventory, for example, Ctrl X will give you 1000 dinars, so you can basically spam as much money as you want to buy anything. In the party window, by highlighting your troops, you can also use Ctrl X to give them experience, so you can level them up instantly. On the world map, Ctrl T will reveal every party on the map, as well as every garrison, while holding the Control button before clicking somewhere will instantly teleport you. In the character window, you can use Ctrl W to increase your weapon proficiencies. Ctrl X will give you 1000 experience, which can be useful to level yourself up a bit, but to really level up, you'll want to use Ctrl L. This will level you up by 1 level once you're past the first 20-something levels, and you can go up to level 62 that way. If you use the cheat after level 62, you'll jump to level 1000 something, which sounds fun in theory, as it basically allows you to max out every single skill, but it will also break many parts of the game, as the campaign increases in difficulty based on your level. This means that NPC lords will hide in castle to gather more troops until they are more proportionate to your level, which means they'll amass up to 1000 soldiers. Other missions, like saving villages from bandits, will also be broken, as they will have over 1000 bandits that will spawn all at once, which makes the mission virtually impossible, assuming it doesn't just crash. So generally, never go past level 62. There are other ways of leveling up the character without breaking the game, just stick around to find out. The last main cheats are in battle themselves, and there are a few of them. Ctrl H is used to heal yourself up, while Ctrl Shift H is used to heal your horse. The ultimate cheat that everyone knows though, the nuclear bomb, is Ctrl Alt F4, which will knock the entire enemy army out. There's a couple more for which I'll leave a link in the description. For instance, there's a slow motion effect in battle by using Ctrl F9. It can make things look dramatic, but it doesn't do anything else. And so those are the main cheats in the game. However, you can also enable another cheat menu via the console. To access the cheat menu, you need to open up the console. This is something every game has as a way of entering command prompts, and you'll get Warband's console by using the Control tilde key shortcut. Generally, the tilde key is right here on your keyboard, but it can vary from one layout to the next and with different language settings, so if you're not sure which key on your keyboard is the tilde key, just look it up online. Once you do the shortcut, this will open the console like so. From here, simply type cheat menu in a single word, no capital. When that's done, the cheat menu will be enabled and you can access it in the camp menu. From here, the options are nearly endless, so I'll just focus on a few ones. The main features for me in the menu are find item and increase renown. Find item is a section within the cheat menu that lets you browse every single item in the game. So if you're looking for something but can never find it in the stores, you can find it right here, so it's pretty convenient. The main barrier for having a large party size in Warband is renown, which is something you slowly accumulate as you fight battles and complete quests, but it can also be very grindy. If you want to instantly increase your renown to skip all of that, you can do so right here. Other than that, the cheat menu offers a bunch of options in every other aspect of the game. Going to towns, for instance, you have the options to explore different parts that aren't normally accessible. You can enter the prison, for example, which can be a convenient way of bypassing the prison guard if you're breaking someone out. Speaking to lords, you have a cheat section to duel them or increase your relationship with them. And for rulers, you even have the cheat option to instantly become a vassal. So yeah, with the cheat menu you can do a lot more stuff, but it's up to you to experiment with it. Whatever you do, however, you can always disable the cheat menu by simply reopening the console and typing no cheat menu, and that will make the cheat menu disappear. Now there is one more way to cheat that borders on modding the game, but it's actually pretty easy, and that is to export your character as a preset that you can edit without explicitly leveling up. To do so, you need to access the character menu, and then click on statistics in the bottom left corner. From here, you have the option to export your character, so click on it. This will export a file with your character's stats and skills, which you can access on your desktop. Normally the path for it is in Documents, Mount & Blade Warband, in a folder called characters, which will be created the moment you export a character. However, if you're using the script enhancer, select the folder that ends with WSC2, and the characters folder will be there as well. From there, you can simply edit the file to change any values you want. I recommend using Notepad+ to edit the file, as it's free and easy to use, so links down below. So right click on the file, edit with Notepad+, and here we are. Right at the top, you can change your name, and if you want to give yourself millions of dollars so as to never have to spawn the money cheat ever again, it's very easy to do. But under the attributes, you can basically give any values you want. If you set agility to 1000 for instance, your character will comfortably sprint across the map as each agility point passively increases speed by a small amount. Increasing charisma by 1000 will essentially give you a warband size of 1000 men. You can also increase each skill individually, but as the max in-game is set to 10, if you put any number above that, the game will simply set it to 10. Whatever you change, you can do so without even quitting the game at all, as the file is a proxy that the game made when you exported the character. So when you're done, just save the file, close the notepad, and then you can head back to the game, go back to statistics, and now click import character. The game will link back to the file for which you made all the changes, and you'll see all of them appear instantly. So if you wanted to create the 1000 stat man without leveling up your character past level 2000, this is the way to do it, and you can have quite a lot of fun with it. Just keep in mind, if you wanted to say create a character preset for all of your new games so you never have to do it again, this only works if all your characters have the exact same name, as if they have a different name, Warband will not be able to import. Now, this quick guide was made entirely on native Warband, but obviously lots of people play with mods, so the question is, do these methods work with mods? And yes, they do. Enabling cheats will work in every single mod, as will the cheat menu. The main difference is that because mods can change the values of basically anything, some cheats may not work as reliably. For example, some mods make some units ridiculously overpowered, so if you're trying to knock them down in battle with Ctrl-Alt-F4, you might have to do it multiple times before the NPCs actually get knocked out, but that's really about it. When it comes to the character editing, it's also possible to an extent to import a character preset from one mod to another. Here I created a character in Paris Snow named Gaia, who started with a lot more strength. I then created a female character in native called Gaia as well, and I was able to import the character preset, and the skills followed perfectly. Where you might have some issues is if mods change some of the skill tree, like Rittenwalda for example, which adds the skills foraging and entertainment, which you will not find in most of the other mods that exist, so that can create some incompatibility issues. But again, that's assuming you're trying to create a preset. If you're trying to play the mod as is and exporting this character to modify it just this one time, then you'll never have any issues with it. And so, that's pretty much it for cheating in Warband. As I've said many times, gaming is supposed to be fun, and sometimes that means cheating to skip the grind or to reach ridiculous levels of power just for the laughs. So don't feel bad about cheating, just have some fun with it. If you have any questions, you can leave them below, and if you found this video helpful, as always, you can support the channel with a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.